Shem, Liverpool, England, in next generation with culture dag.
Let's take it back to like your journey.
In the beginning, obviously, I was on the run. I'd never done martial arts before. I was in Malaysia. After that first competition, I was just like, yeah, I'm just all in on this 3 times a day, every day. MMA, JiuJitsu. I did not do anything other than Jiu-Jitsu for the first maybe 2 years, year and a half. And then like, I got me blue belt. And then that's where I really blew up, because it was like, as a blue belt.
Shem, lad. Link up with Culture Deck. My name's Obad. Here with Corbin today.
Come on.
What are you saying, man? Just
Another day.
Just another day.
Another day in the office.
How was the session then? What were you saying? How's training been?
Training hard. Like, obviously, getting the fitness back up was the main thing. I feel now I'm in the shape I want to be in to enter the camp. So now it's just working with the coaches every day and just smashing someone's head in. Come August 20, lad.
Come on. Hold up.
See, just for the first question, Shem, then let's take it back to like your journey. Like, what got you into fighting? What was your inspiration to begin the sport?
It's a bit of a hard question. What got me into fighting? In the beginning, obviously, I was on the run. I'd never done martial arts before. I was in Malaysia, and I just didn't know anyone. Didn't have no mates. And after a while, a year of being on holiday, you're not on holiday anymore. Do you know what I mean? So I just walked into the gym one day. I just wanted to learn jiu-jitsu. I just seen Brazilian jiu-jitsu. Even back then when I used to watch MMA, I used to like it when the fighter go to the floor rather than all the striking. So I've always been more into grappling and striking. And I just was doing jiu-jitsu. I was competing all around Southeast Asia, winning competitions. I done loads of things, and then it wasn't until my coach said to me, "You're doing all this jiu-jitsu and you're doing great things, but you're not making money off it, because there's not as much money in jiu-jitsu as there is in MMA, especially then." So he was the one who like kind of pushed me to do MMA. Obviously I wanted to do it as well. It was like a mutual thing. And then as soon as I had my first fight, I just knew then, like,
fell in love with it.
This is me.
But like, maybe just a bit of like your backstory. I'm particularly interested in. You know what I'm saying? And then we'll kind of get into how the fighting now comes into it, do you know what I mean? But how I'd know you, bro, obviously from the ends and whatnot, lad, but obviously you've not been out the longest. Do you mean, what was the whole situation like?
So
behind that, basically, bro.
In 2014, I was wanted for aggravated burglary. My cousin pled guilty and got 5 years. I got bail, and when I got bail, so in my mind I'm thinking, well, he's being remanded and I've got bail, so they're on it. They're gonna know it weren't me and I'm gonna be acquitted. And then I'm walking out the police station, I get a phone call. My solicitor, they've made a mistake, you weren't meant to get bail, you're getting remanded. So I thought, what? I thought, fuck this, lad, I'm off.
Got off.
I was only, 19, lad, young. I thought, I'm not going to jail for next man. So I ran, bro. And I was in Asia for what? I was in Asia for a good 6-7 years.
That's where you got into the jiu-jitsu?
Yeah, I found jiu-jitsu in Malaysia. The first time I ever trained was with my coach, Bruno Barbosa, in Malaysia. I didn't even want to be a fighter, I didn't plan to be a fighter. I was just training, and my coach was like, after like a few weeks, like,
he's good.
What have you done before? Nothing. And he's like, okay. And then he started showing me attention. And then like, before I know it, like I'm giving trouble to blue belts after a short time. And then he's like, I remember my first tournament, he sent me after 2 months. And I'd done the exact same armbar on everyone and submitted everyone. And I'm thinking like, wow, they've only been doing this 2 months. Some of the guys who were competing against were like MMA fighters and that as well. Guys who have been training a year, 2 years. And then after that first competition, I was just like, yeah, I'm just all in on this 3 times a day, every day. MMA, jiu-jitsu. I did not do anything other than jiu-jitsu for the first maybe 2 years, year and a half. And then like, got me blue belt. And then that's where I really blew up, because it was like, as a blue belt, I was doing super fights with like brown belts and black belts, which is kind of like unheard of. The only thing that kind of went against me was me being wanted. I'd get these big opportunities. Like I had my first amateur fights won a title at amateur, turned pro, went to 2-0, and then like bigger shows are now looking at me like, okay, this kid's got a buzz, he's got a hype. And then I'm going to like one championship, I was on one Warrior Series, I won a contract off Rich Franklin to be on the show. They signed me and that stamped Vertex at the same time. And then before I know it, lad, I'm getting calls off them saying Merseyside Police have contacted us, terminating the contract. Then me gym, Merseyside Police have contacted us, kicking you out the gym. So it was no, can't get any fights because I'm wanted.
From Malaysia?
In Malaysia, bro. Bro, you don't understand, lad. These police were sitting outside my house while I was in Asia. And then someone would go inside my mum's house, like one of my relatives. Police would kick the door off and run in and say it was me. And then twist my mum up and arrest me mum. My mum's won a court case against them now for harassment after only, 10 years, 9 years. They're horrible, lad, but it is what it is, isn't it? Then I feel like all my opportunities were getting blocked. I got kicked out of my gym. I had nowhere to go. So in my mind it was like, where can I go? That's Liverpool without being in England. So I was like, I can go to Ireland. Because I know in Ireland I won't get arrested.
My man's in
I'm outside jurisdiction, I won't get arrested. And like Irish people are like Scousers, lad. I'd rather be in Ireland than London. Do you know what I mean? And I thought, my family can still come and see me. So I went to Ireland. I was training in McGregor's gym. And then one day I just got called into the office and he was like, boom, me mugshot on the wall on the big telly. He was like, tell me about it. So I was just honest, I just told him everything. I said, look, it was me cousin, this is what happened. I'm not saying I used to be the cleanest guy, I used to be a criminal before I found martial arts, but I'm not now. And I didn't do that crime. I'm not a robber, I'm not a thief. I've never robbed in my life. I used to sell drugs, but I don't know more. This is me after being 8 years clean without doing nothing, just only fighting. And he was like, you know who I am, you know who I train, there's the door. So then I had nowhere to train, and it's a blessing in disguise, because then that's when I found Dublin Combat Academy. I found Collie and Craig, I was training with them every day. Then while I was at their gym, went to fight for the world title in Belfast. I won the title and come back, and then they've asked me to defend it. And it's like, when I went to defend it, I could even see it on Instagram, like all these fake profiles in the comments. He's wanted, the police are going to be there, we're ringing the police, like loads, lad. Even the promotion asking me and that, do you know what I mean? People are just haters, bro. And then I went up to defend my belt, and then that's when I got nicked. And then I got brought by Matrix.
Where was that then? Did you have to go?
I got nicked in Belfast, held in the station for 2 days, brought on the plane home, like this on the back of the plane with all the public and that. Matrix brought me back. Then I got held in Liverpool. Then I went to court and got remanded straight into custody and landed in Walton. And then that's where, while I was on remand, I done 6 months in Walton. And then obviously got the not guilty and got acquitted of the crime. And now, here we are now, lad.
Well, tell me, lad, like, it's obviously, like, you've been through a lot and your come up, like, hasn't been easy, like, but see, only just meeting you, you come across as, like, a very positive person, like, how do you stay positive, and, like, how do you keep that mindset right?
Do you know what? There was points throughout my career where I could have been like, I'm the man, or I've made it, look at all the attention I'm getting. But me being wanted and me getting all my opportunities blocked, it's like it half humbled me or something. It just made me hungry. I used to see other men who, like, I know that I'm in a better position than them, but they're getting better opportunities than me because I'm wanted and they're not. They can get free roam, and I'm seeing them sign to big promotions and win big fights and make big serious money. And I'm thinking, what? And I'm on regional shows begging for fights, getting 1-2 fights a year. So it was either cry about it or be like, nah, I'm not having it. I'm going to break through the barrier. I'm going to push through the door. I'm going to kick my way down. And that's what I've done, lad. It just made me more motivated to be like, yeah, when I get my chance to fight these guys, I'm going to smack them up. It is what it is. And not only that, I feel like there's certain things that I just can't control. Like, I can't control whether you like me or you don't like me. I can't control whether this show would have given me an opportunity or not. But what I could control was how hard am I training? Am I eating clean? Am I doing everything I can do in the gym? Am I focused? So I just focused on the things I could control, and then I had a manager who just worked everything else. And if the opportunities come, they come. If they didn't, they didn't. And I feel because I was wanted, when it kind of circulated, because I had a bit of a following, shows would just bring me like to fight the more experienced guy and be like, if our guy beats him, they'll make a name off the back of him. So a lot of these guys, I was going there, I felt like I was the outsider fighting. Like I fought a local guy in his hometown or his home country, and I'd travel there and I'd be the main event or the co-main event if he beats this white guy, because that's what they look at me in Asia, even though I'm not white, I'm mixed race. If they beat this white guy, then it's like boom. And I find like I'd just be the guy who just shocks them every time. And for me, I used to enjoy that more than the fights where I'm supposed to win, or the fights where I'm the guy who's in the home. Like when I fought in Malaysia and they made me roll the guy who I'm supposed to beat, it's like I can't even get motivated. I'm like, this guy's, I know I'm better than this guy. But then when I was going to Taiwan and maybe fighting guys who have got bigger records, bigger names on a big show, and I'm supposed to lose, then I'm like, that's what motivates me, the challenge, lad, do you know what I mean?
One maybe about the future, just to like, you know, to kind of like finish it up, like what's it looking like for you? What's your aspirations in the sport then, like, you know what I mean?
Was it like UFC, like,
My aspirations in the sport, the life that I've been through, I owe it to the people of this city to give back to the next generation, and that's my biggest aspiration. Do I want to be in the UFC? Of course I do, lad. Do I want to fight for the titles and all of that? Of course I do, but it's not on my mind every night. I want to fight the best guys in the sport. I want to prove myself, but I know I'm getting to the UFC. There's nothing stopping me from getting to the UFC and fighting the best guys. I know. I just need to keep knocking at the door. But my biggest aspiration in this sport is giving back.